What's going on, guys? It's Jake. I'm here with my friend Matt, and today we're going to be talking about things that ruin relationships. I know I said that the future videos or my next video is going to be more entertaining, but this whole thing just kind of happened and came up, so I feel like it's appropriate to talk about. But there is an announcement at the end of the video about a new series that me and him are going to start, and it's going to be very exciting and painful. So if you're interested in seeing what that is, go ahead and watch the video all the way through, and it will be right at the end. One of the biggest things for me is communication. If you're not talking to your boyfriend or your girlfriend directly about a problem that you guys have, instead you're going and talking to your friends, and you think that that's gonna solve something that is between you and your boyfriend or girlfriend, that's where you mess up. You can go ahead and vent to your friends, you can go get some advice from your friend, but if you're only talking to your friends about the bad times you have with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, then your friends are only gonna view that person as someone that hurts you, unless they're really grounded people and can give you really good advice or see your perspective of the situation and their perspective of the situation. And then they can give you honest feedback instead of just saying, oh yeah, he's a douche, she's a douche. Like,
I'm just gonna think that if you were talking shit about like your girlfriend, I would just think she's a douche.
yeah.
Because you have nothing else to base it off of besides all the shit that they're talking.
Yeah. You need to talk to each other face to face, find a common ground, just basically figure everything out between you and your other person.
Especially with like the more serious stuff, I feel like the best way to fix things is actually talking to the other person. Your friends aren't actually in the situation, so how are they gonna really know like all the ins and outs of what's going on, like how it affects like you or them?
And in the future, like if you were to go to your friend about real advice when it comes to like relationship breaking situation, they're not gonna give you a real solid answer. They're just gonna...
there's nothing wrong with like asking for advice, but if you're constantly talking shit or like just talking about the bad things to your friends, then when you bring up a more serious relationship ending like fight, they're just gonna obviously side with the negative because that's all they know and that's all they have to base off of.
As a couple, you really just need to talk to each other about everything, because no one else is going to help your relationship except for you and the other person. Another thing that we want to talk about is trusting each other and being 100% transparent with each other in a relationship. And I feel like Matt can resonate with that more than I can. I mean, I can still resonate with it, but he has more experience with it than I do.
If you can't be 100% like honest and transparent with somebody in a relationship, I feel like you shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place. If you're going to ask them out or ask them to be your girlfriend or boyfriend, then you should already be willing to be open. If you're not willing to give your 100 or like give your 100% to that person, then that's what's gonna ultimately make your relationship work. If you give anything less than like 100%, it's gonna go like straight to the shithole, dude.
Personally, with my experience with trusting someone and kind of being transparent with your significant other, that's like one of the most important things you can do. Because if you don't trust your significant other, you're always going to be on edge, you're going to be insecure. Like, why would you get into a relationship where you think
You're
that...
setting yourself up to fail.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You're setting it up like you already think they're going to do the bad stuff without them even proving themselves right or wrong in the first place.
Yeah, why would you want to put yourself in a position to be insecure all the time? Like, why wouldn't you just try and date someone that you trust off the bat?
For example, I don't believe that you should have to check your significant other's phone. I just feel like that's kind of invading someone's privacy, like going through all their shit.
You shouldn't have to, but I mean, if you're kind of experiencing something being a little sketchy, and I mean, I feel like everyone in a relationship at one point has gone through their other's phone. And even if you don't want to, you do it. And even if you think it's wrong, you think you're gonna have to do it, even if it's not right.
Yeah, I mean, unless I see some really shady, like, activity going on in front of me, like,
Yeah.
for example, like, what happened to me, we've been going out for, like, let's say, like, a year, 2 years. When we go out on dates, like, we're never on our phones, constant repeating days that they're on their phone, that's gonna kind of throw up, like, red flags. I wouldn't instantly accuse them and, like automatically, like, want to check their phone, but it kind of makes me a little bit suspicious. Like, I'd be like, hey, what'd you do on your phone?
If you're experiencing your significant other being shady in any way, the first thing I would say that you can do is kind of just ask them about it, see if they're gonna be
Now just be straight
up with you,
or like make a joke or something like that.
Casually bring it up, and if they tell you one thing, you should believe them right off the bat. But if you keep experiencing over and over and over that they're just being weird, always on their phone when you're around each other, then I mean it's not okay to just invade people's privacy, but people do anyway.
It happened to me, like the same situation, like after a year and a half. I'm gonna say her name. One of my relationships, like it started happening like over and over again, like repeatedly, like days in a row, like we'd hang out. She told me who it was, and then she told me that the guy liked her, and then she was just texting him for like his birthday, just to, I don't know, I guess make him feel good or something. I forgot what the reason was, but
some bullshit.
Some bullshit. And then she was like, "Oh, you have nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't. It's not like that at all." I was like, "All right, cool. Like, don't worry. Like, all right, I'm not gonna trip about it." And then like fast forward to like a week or two later, like when I saw her again, the same shit. She was on her phone again when she's usually never on her phone. And then I was like, "Okay, who are you texting like now?" Like I just brought it. I forgot how I brought it up, but I was like, okay. I just pretty much asked her. It turns out it was the same guy, and then I was like, come on, dude. Like I hardly get to see you. Like I see you maybe once. Like I think it was once every 2 weeks or like twice a month or something like that. That's the one time I get to see you, and like you can be on your phone all the time. So why the fuck are you on your phone? And then I asked. It was really bad. Like I know I said you shouldn't have to check someone's phone. It was some weird activity, suspicious things she was doing. I asked her if I could look through her phone, and I looked through the messages she had with that guy. I know when she flirts, or like in the beginning when you're trying to get somebody's attention and like let someone know that you're into them, because she did the same shit to me when we first started talking. So I was like, oh my god, like I know what you're doing. Like I was like, come on, dude, like I know when you're flirting. I'm not telling you not to talk to this guy, because I don't think you should ever like tell someone they can't talk to somebody. Yeah, like I was like, come on, dude, like you know what you're doing. Can you just like chill out just a little bit? I'm not gonna tell you not to talk to him, but just chill out with the emojis, chill out with the flirting, just a little bit. And then she was like, okay, I'm not gonna text him anymore, like never again. And I was like, okay, like I was like, you don't have to go that far, but if you don't want to talk to him, like you don't,
cool.
Don't talk to him, welcome. And then fast forward to like like a month, maybe a month later, she acts weird all of a sudden. Like she's giving me attitude, or like she's being really short,
being a bitch,
all
a big bitch.
Like all of a sudden out of nowhere, like for no reason. So I was like, hey, what's up? Why are you being a fucking big bitch? Like for no reason. Did I do something wrong? And she's like, no, like you did nothing wrong. I was like, okay. So I just kind of ignored it. And then it kept on happening for like the next 2 hours, and then I was like, okay, dude, like I didn't do anything. You're treating me like, I don't know, did something really wrong, like I like slapped your mom or something. And I was like, I'll just give you like a day, like just to think about it. You want to talk about it, just let me know, because I don't want to talk to you if you're just gonna be short and seem pissy like towards me. So then like I let her chill out for like a day or two. A day or two later, I text her in the morning. I was like, hey, good morning. Is everything okay? Do you want to talk about it now? And then she texted me this bullshit like, I don't think things are working out. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought things were going good. Things were going like 100% good beforehand. And I was like, what the fuck? Like in my head, it's like my whole world did like a 180 and just like that. And like I was completely caught off guard. Asked her like, what's wrong? Like did something happen? Was I neglecting you, or like how was I making you feel a certain way? Because like I had no idea. And like if you would just tell me, I would try my best to fix it in the best way that I could, or the way that if you gave me like, if you told me something specific, I would like try my best to do exactly that to fix it. No, like I've been feeling this way for a long time. Like I've been feeling really unhappy for a long time. And I'm like, in my head I was like, why didn't you tell me? Like why did you let it get this far? Like you're building this all scenario in your head, psyching yourself out in the first place, or like you weren't like serious about the relationship in the first place. Like I don't know, you didn't take it seriously enough to want to be honest with me, because I like preach like open communication all the time. If you have anything, if anything is the slightest thing is wrong, just let me know. I don't want stuff to build and like fester, because you're gonna like explode like one day. It's gonna come out of nowhere. So instead of like letting it build up, just tell me, let it out. After she told me that like she wasn't happy for like a while, and I told her that like, why didn't you tell me? We could have fixed this sooner. And she was like, there's nothing you did wrong. There's nothing you can do.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
And I was like, okay, like there's nothing I could do. And she was like, okay, just give me like a few days to think about it. So I was like, okay, like I gave her a space. I let her think about it. And then we met up. This happened on a Monday. I think we went a few days without talking. And then like on that Wednesday, we met up and talked. Yeah, we met up and talked. We met up at a park. And then we were both bawling our eyes out. And she was just like, oh, sorry, but like I just don't feel the same anymore. And like it just feel like it came out of nowhere. I guess I'm too trusting. Like just trusted like everything she did, or like
or was saying to you like you're supposed to do.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna like think like, oh, she's talking to another dude. Yeah, like she doesn't love, like she doesn't like me. She doesn't love me. Like you shouldn't have to. Okay,
people make mistakes sometimes. I mean, talking to another dude or another girl. I mean, that's fucked up. And if you're flirting with someone while you're in a relationship, you're fucked up. Bitch. But yeah, I mean, you have to trust what your significant other is telling you. You can't somehow decide that you think there's something wrong when they're acting like there's nothing wrong. And then one day they just say, oh, I don't feel the same, and I felt this way for a long time.
Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I know life isn't fair, but that's fucked up.
If
like,
you felt that way for a long time, why don't you want to tell us?
So you want it to fail.
Yeah, exactly.
So moral of the story, have open communication, be honest with them, and even if the truth is going to hurt that other person, it's better to tell them the truth and give the closure and give them like a peace of mind than lie to them and then them possibly finding out later and then that.
Yeah, they're going to think of you as a piece of shit. Hey! The last thing we're going to talk about is thinking of relationships. A movie like a big thing that's just going to be perfect, roses and daisies, and all the little problems are going to unfold and you're going to be happy. And even if you have a problem, it's going to be solved no matter what in a short time period. And that's just not how it works. If you're going into a relationship expecting everything to be bliss and love and hugs and kisses.
Not.
Yeah, I mean,
in the beginning, maybe for like the first like 6 months.
Yeah,
maybe up to a full year.
If you're trying to be serious about a relationship and you get in a relationship for the future of what the relationship could be,
you're possibly seeing long-term future.
Yeah, long-term futures of your relationship. You need to understand that everything is not going to be okay all the time. There's going to be a week or a couple days where you and your other are gonna be just struggling, and that's where true love kind of
shows.
Yeah, it shows because you're gonna want to figure it out with them no matter what. You're gonna go through the darkest of times, and you're gonna want to be with them even through the hardest times and want to figure it out.
Yeah, if you say like you can truly feel that you're all about it and you're ride or die for them, but I feel like your real character would show throughout those like lows and those trenches, because you can feel like you're all about it, you're ride or die. If those situations changes your mind, makes you like have a change of heart about them, unless it like cheated on you or something like that, or did some really bad stuff. But if it was like something that they didn't lose trust in, if it was just like a lot of stupid fights, anything that wasn't pretty much like groundbreaking, like cheating, losing trust, stuff along those lines, if nothing like that happened, then and that broke your like mentality, like make you weak.
If that made you kind of rethink the whole relationship thing, then
that really reflects on your character. I feel like you don't have a strong will. Your will is broken very easily because relationships are fucking tough. That's why divorce rate's what, like 50%? 60%.
60% because no one knows what the fuck real love is, and you guys all think it's picture perfect all the time. I'm not
saying that we
experts on it. There's some people out there that know what true love is, and they know how to treat each other in relationships when shit goes down the fucking drain. And those are the people that deserve true love. But oftentimes, those are the same people who get absolutely fucked over in relationships. Because some people say, oh yeah, I love you so much. And then the hard times come around and you're out. You guys need, not you guys, but
as much as like you want to enjoy the good times, you're going to have to, like as much as those good times are good, you're going to have to deal like with the bad times that are bad too. So like it's gonna have to equal out. If you want all the good times, you're gonna have to deal with the bad times too. If you can't deal with the bad times, then you don't deserve the good times.
That pretty much wraps things up for us today. If you guys like videos like this where we talk about relationships and kind of how to treat a relationship or any different topics, then you guys can go ahead and leave a comment or a like. And also, You can give us ideas to talk about in the comments when it comes to relationships, and we'll make more of these videos as long as you guys like them.
Special announcement!
Me and this guy are going to be absolutely fucking destroying ourselves.
Our stomachs and our buttholes.
So what me and this guy are going to be doing is we're going to be kind of creating a series of 4 videos where we try the hottest peppers that lead up to the Carolina Reaper. We're doing it
for whoever's watching this.
Yeah,
all
whoever's
10 of
watching.
you. All 10 of you guys.
All 10 people. I love you. But yeah, we're going to be doing it. We're just going to lead up to it. And it's going to be absolutely terrible, but it's going to be an experience, and I hope we get more people to watch it, so when I do it, I don't just have 4 people message me, haha, you're an idiot. Like, that's the announcement. If you guys like the video, once again, just go ahead and leave a like or a comment. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, please. Once I get more subscribers, the channel is going to grow more, and the content is going to get a lot better. Thank you guys for watching, whoever is watching.
And follow me on Instagram. My handle is, you can't really see
I'll
it.
put the handle in the...
See these gains right there.
Thank you to whoever's watching, and I promise my future videos are going to be funnier and more entertaining, but I really wanted to talk on this subject with this guy right there. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out. What do you want to say? Oh, fuck you. Nice.